ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. We all welcome you to our Government First Grade College, Nisargi. You have got admission for the first BA. So, I am Shivanand Hiremat, Assistant Professor of English Language and Literature. Personally, welcome you to our college. So, as you know, because of pandemic, we are not able to gather at our college personally, physically. So we are going to just introduce the syllabus online. So all of you are supposed to watch the video and try to have a note of it. And the next assignment for you people is to search the selected texts of your syllabus in your mobiles or computers using internet. So try searching, try learning, because it's your assignment to read the texts. Especially I have already sent you in the WhatsApp group a poem. All of you are supposed to recite it, and let's have a look at our syllabus. So here you are looking at a slide, looking at a picture. We may say this will be a syllabus for the academic year 2021 only for the first sem. So there will be, see, prose, poetry and grammar. See, this is prose part. See, prose part will be there for 25 marks, and in this section we have 4 essays selected from a noted writers, essayists. Those essays will tell you something about the message they wanna convince you. So the first lesson or the essay will be a dialogue on democracy by A.S. Hornby. As you know, democracy, Prajaprabhutva. In this essay, two people will discuss ins and outs or positives as well as negative aspects of democracy. Right? It's a very simple one. And the second one will be A Day's Wait. It's an essay written by Ernest Hemingway. You will get a bit of psychological perspective of the writer in this essay. And the third one is Spoken English and Broken English. It's written by a noted playwright, G.B. Shaw. It is a gramophone record and it is edited, and in the form of write-up we are going to study the essay Spoken English and Broken English. In this essay he will let you know there will be no perfect English or any perfect language spoken. Okay, if you try speaking you will definitely learn any language speaking. Otherwise, if you don't try you won't learn. And the important highlight of this essay is you should try speaking the broken English. There will be no use of grammar in the spoken English or any language. You will definitely experience when we learn it. And the fourth essay will be Round the World on a Bicycle by Bernard Neufman. He is a famous cyclist. He goes around the world on a bicycle and he will let you know his experiences, his meetings with the people in this essay. Okay, yes. In the next section we have poetry, and that poetry section also carries 25 marks. There will be 4 poems great poems. The first one is Where the Mind is Without Fear. It's a poem written by Rabindranath Tagore, the poet who wrote our national anthem. And in this poem, he is going to inspire us that we have to keep our head always high. Means we have to be always confident. We have to have a positive attitude always. So he indirectly tells us that don't fear for anything. Face everything with great positive attitude, great strength in you inside your mind. And the next poem is True Love. It is written by William Shakespeare. In this poem, he lets us know about what is true love and how true love will be. Nowadays, there is a question on love, whether it is true or false. Okay, actually, love is not a relation between one man or woman. It's a relation between everything. As we know, in many of the writers, or we can experience around us, that everywhere there is love. Everywhere there is love. Without love, nothing will be on this earth. There is a love between the water and earth. There is a love between hunter and hunted. There is a love between mother and the child. Okay, you should learn these things. Don't narrow your mind just for the attraction as love. Okay, it's a wonderful, beautiful poem written by William Shakespeare. The third poem is Don't Quit. As we have already learned Don't Quit poem, we have already practicing learning it, and I sent you how to read the poem. I already read it. Read it again. As you can see there, it's a very inspirational poem that we must not quit. Okay, winners never quit. Okay, if you quit, you will never be a winner. Okay, winners don't do different things. They do the things differently. Observe the sentence. Yes, winners don't do different things. They do the things differently. For example, if the two teams playing cricket, both the teams play cricket, but the winner team will play cricket differently. Okay, all of you will be writing exams. All of you will be writing, but the writer or the student who writes differently and perfectly, he will get more marks. The theory of the present society is this one only. We should do things, but we must not quit. If we quit, we don't win. Yes, that's really a nice poem. It will be a philosophical message. It will be a philosophical lesson. It will be a motivational poem. Let's read it right later. The fourth one is If. It's a poem written by Rudyard Kipling. In this poem, the lesson is about the ifs of our life. See, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ if ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ರಿ, ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ ಪ್ರತಿಕ್ಷಣ ಈ ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆಯೊಂದಿಗೆ ಬದುಕ್ತೇವೆ. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ನಾನು BA ಮಾಡಿರದಿದ್ದರೆ, ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ನಾನು ಶ್ರೀಮಂತರ ಮಗನಾಗಿದ್ದರೆ, ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ನಾನು ಕಾರನ್ನ ಹೊಂದಿರುವವನಾಗಿದ್ದರೆ, ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ನಾನು ಅಮೆರಿಕದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷನಾಗಿದ್ದರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ಕನಸಿನ ವಿಚಾರ ಬಂದಾಗ, ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ವಿಶೇಷ ಆಸೆ ಆಕಾಂಕ್ಷೆಗಳ ವಿಚಾರ ಬಂದಾಗ ಕೇವಲ if and if we always speak. We always try to think that if I would be like that, if I would be like this. No, we have to accept however we are. God has made us like this only because he has some aim behind our creation. In this poem, Rudyard Kipling tells us about the social instances of being in the situation of if. Right? All the four poems are amazingly wonderful. So let's learn them. Let's be motivated. All the poems are very interesting. Let's be inspired because up to PUC, you will be like children of your homes. Now you are adults. You have got some responsibilities. You are supposed to learn and understand and experience the social phenomena of growth. Okay, just imagine your life after 10 years. You have got entry, you have got admission for the BA. What after the completion of your BA? Have you thought? Yes. Now it's time to think, and don't forget that you have got a big dream to achieve. You have got strength. Nobody is born with the losing fate. ಯಾರು ಸೋಲಿಗಾಗಿ ಹುಟ್ಟಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಗೆಲ್ಲುವುದಕ್ಕಾಗಿನೇ. ಸೊ ಗೆಲ್ಲುವುದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. We have to plan a strategy to win. If you just sit, shall we win? No, we have to try. We have to work, right? We have to dedicate. There are so many things to learn. So these 4 poems will bring you a transformation in your personality. Yes, all the best. Let's learn the poems later. Now in the unit 3 or in the section 3, we have some grammatical aspects to learn. Those are called language activity. These things will be there for 30 marks. Totally for 80 marks we are going to study. Yes, now in the first number there is word class. You have all learnt nouns, adjectives, verbs and adverbs. Don't worry, these are the very basic and simple concepts of grammar. You will be taught very simply. You will definitely understand it. And the second concept is articles. There are 2 articles in English, an and the. Okay, you will definitely understand. I will let you know how to understand articles, and you also learnt it already. Okay, now the third point is preposition. Preposition is a word which tells us about the position of a thing. It's a very important concept of grammar. Most of the speakers or most of the writers even don't know the perfect preposition. Don't worry, we shall learn. We are going to learn only preposition of place, preposition of time and preposition of position, right? In the fourth concept we are going to learn synonyms. Samanarthaka padagalu. Samanarthaka padagalana list out ಮಾಡಲಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. You are supposed to learn some synonyms, and from the selected which you will be taught will be asked in the examination. ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾವುಗಳನ್ನ ಪುಸ್ತಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡಲಾಗಿರ್ತದೋ ಅವುಗಳನ್ನೇ ಓದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅವುಗಳನ್ನು ಓದೋದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ಅವುಗಳಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ಸಿಲೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಒಂದು 5 ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. And fifth one is antonyms. ವಿರುದ್ಧಾರ್ಥಕ ಪದಗಳು, opposites, what we call it opposites. So the same thing is true in case of synonyms and antonyms. Yes, now the sixth one, it is a functional grammar aspect. So you are supposed to learn how to introduce yourself, self introduction and introducing the chief guest. For example, in the programs or functions you will be going to learn all these ಅತಿಥಿಗಳ ಪರಿಚಯ ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ವಂತ ಪರಿಚಯ ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಾಲ್ರ ಪರಿಚಯ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್, or you are supposed to introduce your family. Very simple concept of spoken English. As you can say, let's see, for example, I am Rupesh. I am from Karnataka. I am the student of degree. My college is Government Factory College, near Sirgi. I have some extraordinary hobbies like playing football, playing cricket. I like to sing. I would like to go for cinemas. I would like to be an IAS officer in the future. My aim is to be an IAS officer, and I love my family. I love my India. I would like to be a soldier, so and so on, so forth. Very simple sentences you are supposed to write when you are asked to introduce yourself. So like this, the very functional grammar aspect, the sixth point, it will be there for 5 marks in your examination. Learn all these things and watch this video again and again. You will definitely understand some words, some English. Okay, and I wish you all the best. Again, I am going to welcome you for our college. Wish you all the best. Let's meet when we are allowed to come to the colleges. Thank you very much. Be in a good health condition. Keep rocking. All the best. Bye bye.